Yeah. Shady. Aftermath. G unit. Damn, baby, all I need is a little bit of this, a little.
My name's Marcus Miller, and after taking the Myers-Briggs personality test, my results came back as ESTP. Now, I apologize, I'm starting to lose my voice, but what this means is that I am an extrovert. I like to use sensing over intuition. I use thinking over feeling, and I use perceiving over judging. Now, E being for extrovert. An extrovert is defined as an outgoing and overly expressive person. Very social. They're described as the life of the party. To be honest, I love being perceived as an extrovert. I love being around people. I think this is a great personality, a great trait to have, being in the business workplace. It's all about the people you know, and I find being an extrovert makes it a lot easier to meet new people, and it could definitely help you out in situations like presentations, first impressions, because those are very important, and just keeping in touch with people. Being an extrovert, you want people to remember you. You want them to remember you for a good reason. That is a very good reason in my eyes. S is for sensing. Now, sensing, this means that I pay more attention to the information I receive through my five senses rather than thinking through it. And yeah, so what this means, I like to work with my hands. I like to see things. I like things to be physical. That's the way I learn. I find that in school I am able to retain more information that way. I'm able to take in more information that way. And at the same time, I love learning that way. This is also very good in the workplace. Being a leader, I find that being sensing is a really good trait to have as well. Sensing means that you will be engaged in the workplace. You will like to take control, which gives you a better understanding of what is going on within the workplace, which every leader should have. Manager should know what's going on within their workplace. And yeah, that's that. My next one, thinking. So thinking is defined as using thought or rational judgment when it comes to making decisions. Being a thinker over a feeler, which is what it is compared to in the personality questionnaire. Being a thinker has its ups for sure compared to feeling. Being a thinker, you look at the bigger picture. You're able to look at both sides to the story and not your own, which is unbiased, unlike a feeler, which they may make biased decisions based on what they feel is right. Being a thinker is fair. I find that when you're a thinker, people are willing to cooperate with you rather than a feeler who just gets emotional and does what they think is right, which, may not be the right thing to do in certain situations. I would agree that I'm a thinker. Usually I like to take a second, take a step back, if you would say, and just think it out, make decisions based on what is rational, what is right, rather than what I feel is right, because that's always the best thing to do. And for my last one, Perceiving, P. Perceiving is compared to judging, so I perceive over I judge. So what this means is that I become aware of the situation at hand, and I take time to understand it. I find this, being a leader, or looking at leaders, I find that this is the most important trait that a leader should have. They should be able to perceive and not judge. I find people all around the world should perceive and not judge. It's unfair to judge people by what they wear, how they look, their reputation, because people change all the time, and you cannot judge a book by its cover. Perceiving, you take your time to look into the person, you really get to know them. So, for example, in a job interview, if I have two people, being a perceiver, I'd take time to really understand both the two and really analyze it. And that leads back to me being a thinker over a judger. I'd pay a lot of attention to the detail, and I think that's a great thing to do. So to conclude my little documentary here, I'm sorry that there's not a lot of pictures. I'm sorry that my voice is kind of sloppy. I'm a bit sick here and losing my voice, like I said earlier. But I am an ESTP. That is what I am. That is the type of leader that I am. I totally agree with that. But I'm proud to be an ESTP. So, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good night.